What's up guys, Mike here from Swood. In today's video, I'm super pumped. I just read that Reddit AMA, and while there were a significant amount of negatives to this, they basically all but confirmed Clan Wars is coming in the next update, and I'm super stoked about that. Here, let me just straight up read this to you. Their own words. The yes element of this answer is that we are actively thinking about and developing what Clash Royale's Clan Wars feature will be. Now, in the last update, they actually talked about this as well, or the last AMA before the last update, they also talked a lot about Clan Wars being something they were actively looking at doing, and I mean, they later go on to say that, fingers crossed, it might be here, so who knows, we might get this as like the big update. This might be the thing we've all been waiting for so long, a brand new game mode, something to keep the game fresh for people like me who've been playing the game forever, and for people who just grind ladder all day and don't have anything else to do. I mean, I think this could be big and could be one of the things that save Clash Royale, but let's not be super biased. Let's read this whole AMA, and of course I'll link it in the description down below, so you guys can follow me. You can follow along with me, just listen to my beautiful, beautiful voice, or you can just go ahead and watch it as I scroll through it live. So first thing, obviously they're not going to do a tournament rework. I know this triggered a significant portion of the competitive community. It's something that they've been talking about actively doing for a very long time, and it just hasn't happened. I think it's been 9 months maybe since we've seen any kind of rework system to tournaments, and the last rework we saw was a nerf to tournaments. So that's definitely not the right direction we want to be going in, and as a competitive player myself, I can say without a doubt I haven't actually played a tournament using the in-game system outside of King's Cup 2 in like, oh god, a significant amount of time. It's been a while, like 6 months, something crazy. So I mean, it's just not the best, and they need to do something to fix it. It really wouldn't be that hard either. All the stuff's already in the code. Just give us the ability to like customize tournaments, like do ramp up challenge tournaments, 2v2 tournaments. I mean, that one might be a little bit harder, but like draft challenge tournaments, you know, just fun stuff like that, like ramp up challenge, 2x elixir challenge, draft challenge, random deck challenge, mirror deck challenge. Like any of those would be really cool to just implement in a tournament elo system. That would be a lot of fun. I think that would breathe some life into tournaments, and it would just be like a temporary patch rework. They don't have to do anything else to it. Just do that, and I think the competitive community would be pretty happy with that, at least short term, until they work on a better rework. Now, let's move on to the next thing, and well, this is something I wasn't all that excited for either. They're talking about how they want to delay balance changes, basically. When later on in the post, they actually talk about how infrequent balance changes is one of the issues they have going forward. Like, what? That doesn't make any sense. They're literally contradicting themselves. They're like, oh yeah, we're not going to do more balance changes. We're just going to do them as we feel they're needed. We're not going to do it to keep things fresh. We don't care about stale metas. It's whatever. Just when things are overpowered, that's when we'll fix it. Even though that's been the case for super long, they still don't really do that great of a job. In fact, I think the last balance change they made probably made the meta worse. It changed it, but it made it worse and significantly less balanced. But, you know, what do I know? I'm just a random casual Clash Royale player. I was gonna say casual. English. Alright, so the next thing that we're gonna talk about today is, you know, have you seen any ideas in the community that you want implemented in the game? And they go on to acknowledge about 1 million great ideas, all ideas that would be in really solid quality of life improvements, really solid just ideas overall, and just good implementations into the game of Clash Royale. And then they go on to say how they're not actively working on any of it. So, well, that's just a big fuck you. I don't know how to take that one. They talk about a Easter egg, I guess, which no one really cares about. I don't think. I didn't even know there was an Easter egg with Electro Valley, but I guess that's cool. Now we're gonna skip over the next question. It's not that relevant. They just talk about how they came up with Clash Royale. The next thing is kind of big for esports players like me. They're talking about team events in Clash Royale's future. Now, this is something that we've all heard rumored quite a bit in the community. They've been talking a lot about the next CCGS being team-based. Really not that many details floating out there. It's all just rumors and speculation right now, but this just kind of adds more kindling to the fire. That is the community's expectation for what the next CCGS might look like. So I'm actually seriously excited about a team CCGS format and how that might shape up in the future. I think it could be a lot of fun, and I definitely think it might be more entertaining to stream and record over. So, you know, as a content creator, that's pretty cool for me, and that gets a thumbs up. Now, this is the part where I'm gonna go off a little bit. just like a little bit. So they talk about their biggest problems as developers. What are the most challenging issues that face Clash Royale currently? They talk about everything that they're not actively talking about. It's actually insane. Like, oh yeah, well, one of our biggest things is, you know, trophy progression slows down eventually over time, and, you know, how do we keep players interested who do that? Well, first off, you add new game modes and you do things that aren't, like, indicative of card level, that are free. I don't think it's that hard of a concept to grasp. Like, practice challenges were a really cool idea. We saw them twice. Different game modes to incentivize playing ladder are really cool. Like, Gem Rush was one of the big update features 2 updates ago. We've seen it once in like 6 months. Gold Rush we've seen 4 times, I think. Like, that's disgraceful, especially with how much they hyped that kind of stuff up. Like, that was not an update. That was just a lazy patchwork of people who didn't want to do anything. Next up, you know, I mean, I'm just really triggered about this. Like, how can they be like, oh yeah, we don't know what to do? I mean, yeah, we can throw new features in game modes, but we're not actively working on any of that besides Clash Wars. Clan Wars? Anyway, you get the point. They've been talking about it for a while. Hopefully it comes in the next update. That's kind of what it sounds like is happening. I think it'll be in the next update or the one after that. Who knows? But still, I mean, come on, guys. Like, clearly you can at least tease it out a little bit more, you know what I mean? Like, they can't just be like, oh yeah, we need new game modes and stuff and new features. It's really not that hard to just spice things up a little bit. Do the tournament system, just change it around just a little bit. It would take like 2 lines of code. It could be a quick server client-side update, wouldn't be that big of a deal. Touchdown mode, add that more often. Make it a permanent feature, for God's sake. It doesn't have to be polished, it doesn't have to be great, it just has to be there for us to play with and mess around with. Make the touchdown challenge free. That would be so cool. Imagine being able to log on, get a free daily challenge worth 10 gems or something. You get a small reward, but it'd keep the casual player super happy. It's a fun challenge. Like, I enjoy my time playing touchdown. Sure, it gets repetitive and annoying, and I wouldn't want to play it every day, but it's a cool game mode. It's different from ladder, and it's not card level dependent. So, I mean, I think that's kind of important to talk about. Like, the ramp up challenge, the 2v2 challenges, like, those are all really cool and good steps towards a more diversified game, but they really need to step up and make those more consistent. Like, I don't know. I don't know a different way to say that. That's just the only way I can hammer it home. Lastly, we get a little bit of slap in the face to the players who haven't played the game for a significant amount of time, and that's just the legendary trophy thing, just chilling on your profile. They don't do anything right now. I mean, that's fine. I don't really care about it too much. Then they go on to explain the spell nerf. Oh, and I almost forgot, they're trying to improve leagues. That's not the problem with ladder. It's not the rewards for pushing end of season. I actually think those are pretty cool, and I enjoy those. The problem with ladder is card levels are inherently unbalanced. Like, there isn't another way to stress that. It becomes repetitive because it promotes using one deck over and over and over and over and over again, and that's not fun. Like, the reason I enjoy competitive is because I can use any deck in the game whenever I want to. I can use any card, does not matter. I think, like, maybe a tournament standard ladder, maybe, but without prizes. I don't know, like, something, like, it would, I don't know. I'm not a game developer. It's not my job to come up with solutions to your problem, but this is a problem we've had for over a year and haven't introduced a solution to fix it. So Supercell, if you are listening to this video, if you watch this video, please, for the love of God, come up with Clan Wars. Just bring it out soon. Bring out some kind of fresh new feature that'll blow our minds, that'll make everyone on YouTube go crazy, make the entire community just so excited and restore the faith in you, because guys, you are losing it, and you are losing it fast. I don't know how long you guys can keep up releasing very mediocre updates. I mean, the last one, literally, we got new cards, which is something you used to do, not as an update. We got new chests, which granted are very lovely chests. I do like them a lot. They're really cool. But that's not an update, and you got a new arena. I mean, look back to a year ago, see what kind of updates they were dropping then. You can't even compare the two. It's, I don't know, they need to step up. That's the point of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you think about the state of Clash Royale in the comment section down below. As always, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the G Crew. See you next time.